see you've got quite a mind for your age. Why, just one thing and you've brought me on stage. Now that I'm here, there's no telling what may ensue. With a cat such as me and a thinker like you. Oh, the things you can think, oh, the things you can think, if you really do try. Think invisible ink, or a ink with a stink, or a stare to the sky. Open your mind, oh, the things you will find, lining up to get loose. Oh, the things you can think when you think about Zeus! Zeus! Zeus!
Zeus, 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 Zeus. Oh, the things you can think, any thinker who thinks can come up with a few. Oh, the things you can think. Think a trip on a ship to the vicar of it, or to Salus the Loo.
Think of beautiful schwa
With a cherry on top. You don't need an excuse. All the things you can think when you think about Zeus, 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 Zeus. Think of an elephant up in a tree. Think of a person too tiny to see. Think of a bird with a one-feathered tail, going on adventure down a dangerous trail. Think of a bird who flies off on a spring. Think of a kangaroo sad as can be. Think of a general crazy for war. Think and 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 think. Just think. Oh, the things you can think. Think and wonder and dream far and wide as you
all the
dare.
things you can think.
When your things have run dry, in the blink of an eye, there's another thing there. If you open your mind, all the things you will find, lining up to get loose.
All the things you can think, all the things you can think,
All the things you can think, all the things you can think, all the things you can think, when you think about Zeus.
when you think about Zeus,
When you think about Zeus. Hi there. I'm Uncle Sam. I'm assuming since you came to see this play that you're in the mood to hear a story. Well, you're in luck because I have a story for you. It's a little story about this fine country of ours. I bet you thought you heard them all, but not many people know this one. No. That part is my job. Now get back into your places. The show is about to start. 1, 2, 3. Now let's start the show. Well, it was just your basic, ordinary day in the good old U.S. of A. States all over the country were waking up, having their first cups of coffee, reading the morning paper, and enjoying the beautiful sunrise. All the states, that is, except for Kansas. See, Kansas was not feeling happy at all. I'm not feeling very happy at all. What's wrong, Kansas? I don't know, Nebraska. I'm just bored. We never go anywhere. We never do anything. And we never meet any new states. I mean, you're the best friend a state could ever ask for, Nebraska. But don't you ever want more? Don't you ever want to see what else is out there?
Yes, I do. And now that you mention it, I'm sick and tired of hearing North Dakota and South Dakota bicker all the time.
We should stay close together.
Why is that?
Well, it's because I love you.
I love you too.
Do you want to become Mrs. Mississippi?
I do.
It took the better part of the next morning for the states to move into their new spots. All of the states were much happier now that they were in a new part of the country. But after a couple of days had passed and all of the excitement had died down, the states began to realize that they weren't as happy as they thought.
I forgot to bring sunscreen and I got a terrible sunburn. And I traded places with South Carolina and got very upset because the ocean waves kept ruining my hair.
And worst of all, I traded places with Hawaii because I was sick of being stuck in the middle of the country. But now I'm stuck all alone in the middle of the ocean. I'm all alone and my guitar is soggy.
And while Kansas was passing the time playing her guitar, I was stuck with all the loud southern states who kept me up all night with their parties. I missed the peace and quiet.
There was no question in any state's mind of what to do. They all wanted to go home.
I want to go home!
So faster than they made up their first trip, they packed up their things and hit the road.
I'll never love another.
You're the only state for me.
As the sun set across the country, all of the states were back home with their old friends, sharing stories about their travels. That night, all of the states in the country went to bed, feeling happy about the new friends that they had made, but most of all, feeling very